Good morning, children. So today we are going to start our new chapter, that is 10th chapter, motion, force and pressure. But today we are going to see about the topic motion. So children, what is motion? So if you look around you in your daily life, you will find that some objects at rest and some objects are in motion. For example, a house or an electric pole is at rest, while the flying bird and the swimming fish, all that in motion. See, you can see in this picture, this leopard is in the motion. Okay, this pendulum is also in motion. This jet car, this sports car, something is also in motion, and the ball coming picture is also in motion, while some object is at rest. Okay, so sometimes body appears stationary due to its very slow speed of its motion. For example, the change in the motion of an hour arm of a clock is very slow. Therefore the state of motion can be known for after observing it for a long time. In this way, it can be said that we should conclude whether a body is stationary or in motion only after observing it carefully for a long time. So let us see some types of motion. So the various types of motion the first one is rectilinear, that is motion in a straight line. So if you will observe the following example, the motion of a sprinter in 100-meter race, the motion of a fruit falling from a tree, the motion of a bullet fire from a gun, all these are the linear motion, means motion in a straight line. Okay. So the motion which is in a straight line is known as straight line motion. The next is circular motion. See, what is circular motion? If you look, the body is moving a circular path. Okay, for example, a stone tied to a string being whirled around, a child sitting in a merry-go-round, etc. are moving in a circular path along a center. These are the examples of circular motion. In the picture also you can see the examples of circular motion. This is a type of swing. It is in the circular motion. Okay. The next type of motion is rotational motion. So in rotational motion, the whole body rotates about its own axis. For example, you can see spinning top, okay, and the potter's wheel, a fan in motion, and the motion of earth on its axis is also known as the example for rotational motion. Okay, so motion of fan, spinning motion, and the rotation of earth, all this comes under rotational motion. Next type of motion is oscillatory motions. Okay, so there are many examples of this motion, like a child swinging on a swing, the motion of a bob suspended from a spring, the motion of a pendulum in a wall clock, and the motion of a bell hung in a temple. All these are the examples of oscillatory motion. Okay, oscillatory motion means the object will be in oscillation. Okay, so you can see the examples of oscillatory motion. Next type of motion is periodic motion. So the motion that repeats on a regular interval of time is called periodic motion. Okay, you can take the example for this as a the motion of earth round the sun. Next is non-periodic motion. The motion which repeats itself in the different intervals of time is called non-periodic motion. In this picture you will get the clear definition of what is periodic motion and non-periodic motion. See, the car is moving here and there, no fixed interval of time is there, so that is why it is non-periodic motion. So once again I am repeating, the motion which repeats itself in a fixed interval of time is called periodic motion, and the motion which take different intervals of time to repeat itself is called non-periodic motion. Nextly, we are going to see about speed. So you save time when you travel by bus, cycle or a scooter to go to a school 10 km away from your home instead of going on a foot. It can be said that going on foot is slow motion, while motion of a cycle, scooter or bus is much faster in comparison to walk. So comparing these, we find out the distance traveled in a unit time. This is called speed, or in simpler terms you can say speed is how fast an object is moving relative to another object. Okay, it depends on your point of view. So actually the speed is the distance an object travel in a specific amount of time. We can calculate speed by taking the formula of distance traveled upon time taken. So this is one example you can see after that. So average speed is calculated by distance traveled in meters and time taken in seconds. So the SI unit of speed is meter per second. Now coming to the next topic, that is uniform and non-uniform motions. By seeing this picture you can easily identify and get to know what is uniform and non-uniform motions. See, this car is traveling at the same distance at the same time. So this type of motion is called uniform motion. So if an object travels equal distance in equal interval of time, then it is called uniform motion. On the contrary, if an object is traveling unequal distance in equal intervals of time, then it is called non-uniform motion. So here students, I am ending my today's explanation. This chapter is little bit vast. Next class we are going to see more about this chapter. Thank you.